Hey everybody, this is a Shadowbox and welcome to the prelude for episode 8. We just have a multiplayer session going and it is just too little railroad for the amount of people that we have here right now. So we're going to make Bjorn a little bit mad. Not Bjorn, Bjorv. Too many B names.
Cross traffic because I have too much other shit to deal with.
I don't use cross traffic.
You guys think I should make Bjorv mad?
Down.
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake. Man wants chaos to unfold.
Oh. Map change.
Map vomit. Yum.
Alright.
Signals.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and buy the locomotive that I'm going to presume is going to win the poll, and if the poll proves me wrong, I will switch it out.
If the poll proves you wrong, no one has to know that you deleted one to spawn in another.
Oh, I'm recording a prelude for episode 8, so they'll know.
No.
So there we go. If that doesn't win the poll, then I will switch it out, but we're going to run with that for now. I'll see you guys for the rest of the episode.
Cars, or are you not gonna bother?
No, we will buy the pulpwood cars too. We gotta run Silva Industries boosted.
Fun.
Come on.
Oh god, what is this yard?
Hey everybody, this is a Shadowbox, and welcome to the official start of episode 8. Obviously, we did the little teaser intro before. That was actually a few days ago. We did that in real time. And I can confirm the Berkshire did win the vote. So that is our new mainline freight locomotive. I've got it up here at Robinson Gap Coal, which is not normally something that we would use the mainline locomotive for. However, I thought this would be a good opportunity to show off one of the mods that I recently added to the pack. So as you can see, this is a multiplayer session. I'm just not in the call yet. But the mod that we added is called Some Kind of Madness, which is one of Zamu's mods, if you're not familiar. And what it does is it semi-randomizes your waybills. Everything still makes logical sense, but no longer are you just running cars from interchange to industry, industry to interchange. So, as you can see, our coal cars at Robinson Gap Coal, we do have interchange, Bryson Lumber Coal and Supply, Silva Paperboard, Appalachian Hardwoods, etc. So, it's just a little bit more interesting. It's a way to add more interesting running without just overloading the map with extra industries and tanking performance. So, I think it is really, really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and get these fresh cars pushed back, and I also want to talk about some other things I want to get done on the railroad today. So the plan is we're going to run all the way to Silva using the new 7 here, with a stop in Bryson to get these coal cars sorted at the hump yard. And then we are going to skip ahead and order some milestones, because we've also added a couple of T-Caves mods, which are not on Nexus and not on the Discord. You have to get them from GitHub, but there is links in the spreadsheet if you want them. And what that does is it makes every industry require machine parts to operate, as well as it adds an extra industry to Bryson, which you unlock through a milestone, and another mod adds workman's cars as a requirement for constructing your maintenance of way projects. So we're going to order some milestones and see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and do that now. We're going to go to milestones, and I do want to start on the Alarka branch for sure. So we're going to go ahead and start that. The mod that lets you, or that makes you need manufacturing parts, also adds an extension to stencil manufacturing, so we're going to go ahead and purchase that. Oh, I thought that was going to be cars needed. Apparently not. And then we're going to build the Wild Oak Cotton Works company. So we're going to go ahead and order the cars for that. We do also have this Bryson Loop Track edition, but I'm not going to put that in just yet because I don't really see a need for the loop, so why spend the money? But this Wild Oak Cotton Works company is part of Bjorv's Bryson Interchange, which if I just quickly look over here, we swapped out West Bryson Interchange for Bjorv's Central Bryson Interchange because it's bigger, more interesting. So these are the interchange tracks, and this is a hump yard with a hump here. So Bryson actually has 2 hump yards now because we kept the Walker yard, and we are using this for our mainline traffic, and then we're just using this for the interchange and like sorting the interchange cars. Haven't really needed the hump yard yet, but we'll see. And then this spur here is what goes to the Cotton Works. So yes, this should be very interesting. Let's go ahead and jump back into the call and see what the boys are up to.
Cotton Works Part 1 and the stencil upgrade were completed immediately.
I don't think the Cotton Works was, just the stencil.
It is. You can do phase 2
Oh, you're
now.
right, it is completed. Hang on, was
Yeah,
the Alarka?
it broke.
The Alarka was
The
not instant.
Alarka branch is fine because that's a base game thing, it won't break, but I think the experimental branch broke the whole milestone thing with the T-Caves thing, because I don't think T-Cave has ever updated his thing.
I'm just gonna make sure I don't accidentally have that toggled. Yeah, it's not... Oh, nope. That is my bad. Milestone deliveries was not checked.
You goose.
But why was the Alarka... Like, the Alarka should have,
I'm back.
Welcome back.
The Alarka is a base game one, so I don't think you can change that.
Okay, well, I messed that up. Oh well.
Oh well, I guess order the final phase for the Cotton Works, and
Yeah. At least we'll
you
still
could
get
also-
the cars to
I mean,
look
if you
at.
wanted a little bit more chaos, you could do the Bryson Loop additional track as well, if you felt like it.
I mean, I could go into sandbox mode and fix that real quick just by reverting the progression.
Yeah, you could
not
revert
worth
the
it.
progression, but yeah.
Not worth it.
Delivers your cars.
Oh well.
I'll just go... I'll add like a fee or something.
Just take off like $2,000. two to $5,000 penalty for instantaneous completion because you forgot to set up settings. Oh lovely, the road's gone.
The balance didn't work at all.
You have to go into sandbox and then do /money cheat and then negative, and it'll take away money.
There we go. Yep, I forgot the cheat part. So there we go. Paid a fee for my transgressions. Okay.
I didn't even realize that there was an option in the settings to insta-complete the milestones.
It's part of Alina's map mod. I think I had it on.
Yeah,
from
I
when
didn't realize Alina's had that setting. I've never really looked in the settings, to be fair, though.
Yeah, I think I had it on from when I was building the interchange, like building the save.
You have to build that interchange.
Which interchange do you have to build?
You said something about building an interchange.
Yeah,
and then
I
building
misspoke.
a save.
Yeah, building a save.
What
like
save
the
were
Bryson,
you building?
This save, my Bryson start.
You did /progression. That wouldn't have done.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Because
I don't know
you
why it
can't
wasn't
modify.
checked
You
then.
can't modify base game components.
No, it does work for base game. Because that's how I did it before, but I wanted to find out how to do it in the base game, because I figured that the mod must just be executing base game commands. And then I found the base game commands, and Then I made
Well,
my
it's not
tutorial
that the
video for
mods-
how to do it base game.
Well, the mod isn't executing base game commands, because it's just instantly completing it rather than typing a command, because you're still sending the payment. You still sent the payment for both of them, it's just, instead of having to deliver the cars, it just completed the milestone instantly. Because it never
Right,
spawned the
that's ready.
cars. So it acted like the yard milestone. The Dillsborough yard milestone, it acted like that, where it just completed instantly.
Oh well.
When it's ready, Shadow.
The number one's ready.
Yep.
Cool.
You guys
thank
want
you.
me to pull that? Do you guys want me to pull that cut into Price Central Interchange?
Yeah, probably.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Probably not the worst idea.
Okay. Just a look right. Wait a second.
Oh, 11 o'clock.
Oh god,
exactly.
brakes. Okay, we're good.
Did you forget to stop the twain?
Maybe.
Oh, you pish posh. So what, you're a minute late, who cares?
I think every one of these cars, almost every one of these cars has a handbrake on it.
Why do almost every single one of those cars have handbrake? Unless it bugged out when you added mods and it just completely broke everything, disconnecting all the glad hands. So it put all the handbrakes on to
Well, this is
supplement.
also just a shortcut, so the longer cut might only have a couple
Oh,
cars.
right, you on the 2-car one.
4, but yeah.
Yeah, those would have the handbrakes on to support the rest of the cart when it was going to get built. Now it's not going to get built like that.
It's fine. Dear.
Oh shoot, I forgot to pick up the boxcar for Whittier.
Oh, you buffoon.
Are you new here?
So what the hell did you do with the other mining supplies car then that would have been going up there? Or did you just dump it in the siding and then continue on
dumped
like
it in the
nothing
siding.
happened? Oh,
I mean, I did dig it out. I just set it out separately from the rest of the coal cars. But I can grab it real quick. I just gotta tie some handbrakes here.
stop, you little choo-choo. Thank you.
Do you want to charge the air though, number 7? That would be nice.
No, why would it do that? Why would it be nice to you? It would have probably
Yeah,
taken
I've got
Sam
my,
way too long to code that.
I've got my chance set to 70%, so more often than not, we'll see these intra-railroad cars.
Oh, god damn it, 4001.
Alright guys, well, we're gonna run on the main line down to the Walker hump yard and get these cars sorted. Alright, so you guys probably noticed during that time lapse that we got charged a whole bunch of money because we were late on delivering the express cars to Bryson Central, because I totally forgot that that is a game mechanic of that mod. And we still have a bunch of express cars that need to get to Silva, and they are currently sitting at charging us $282 on delivery, and it's only going to get worse. I think it's like
How many
8.
cars is there? 8 cars?
Yeah.
That's only $2,000, that says.
Well, how did we get minus 5,000 for...
Well, I don't have the logs because I was disconnecting while you were doing that.
I don't know. So, and as you can see, the frame rate is like dying, and our friends are having trouble connecting, so I'm going to restart the server, and we will be back, and then I'll talk about the... And then I will talk about the plan to prevent this express freight issue from happening in the future. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, we're back, and we've recovered some frames. Not very many, but some. But hopefully it will help the connection issues with our friends. And the plan I mentioned earlier, currently we have the Mastodon running the Dillsboro local. And I think we're going to put the Mastodon dedicated purely to express freight. It'll run up and run back, and that'll be its day. And then we will buy an S51 to put on the Dillsboro local. So that's going to be the next purchase. We're obviously not going to get it today because we're going to be charged a bunch of money again.
That's why.
But in the meantime, we're going to get these coal cars over the hump yard and sorted, and then get everything moving to Whittier. And then to Silva.
Bills. You want me to do anything while I wait for a train to come down there?
Up to you. I'm about to be taking a load to East Whittier, or you can run dispatch if you want to, or you can manually run the passenger train. I don't care. Whatever you see needs done. Go ahead.
Have a look.
And then when you pull out, you're gonna have to remember to normalize the switch behind you, otherwise the locomotive can't proceed. Great thing about Railroader, if it's an intermediate signal with a red sign, it'll stop and then proceed. But if it is like a passing track signal, it will stop and not continue till you rectify the issue.
Yeah.
It's delicious like that.
So the Hemingway logging siding is that behind the Hemingway passenger siding, like west of it or northwest?
Hello, Mr. Berk.
Southwest, yeah.
Southwest.
Yeah,
Oh,
southwest.
yes, yeah, sorry, yeah, upside down, of course. Yeah. Sorry.
Now here's the better question. Where the hell do you want this S1 car?
Just stick it on the front with the rest of the Silva stuff.
Okay, have fun digging it out.
Sounds like an issue for the Silva Yardmaster.
It's the classic case of not my problem until it is.
The main line is going to block things roughly by drop-off, and then it's up to the locals to sort things by industry.
Block it by drop off and then let everyone else deal with it. What I usually do is I usually have interchange as a priority to be blocked together, but then anything that's like Silver and Dillsborough gets tacked onto the very front of the train and stays at the front for easier detachment when it hits the interchange. Because on my save we have Foxy's Silver interchange in, so it's a big long line, so you can usually just pull into one line, detach the front, and then you can just run back. So we do a straight line to Silver just because it's got such a big yard.
Okay. I'm following you down track 2, by the way.
Is that the one that I ran down at 20 miles an hour?
Yes. That's why I said I'm following you down it.
Well, yeah, you said you were following me down track 2. There's two theoretical track 2s, and they're both in the middle.
True, but I did say I was following you.
That means nothing in the world of railroading. Just because someone says they're following you doesn't mean they're using a different track. Because I've had people say they're following me and the next minute they're passing me.
Oh.
Because they were going 45 miles. Oh, that was hard. I did put the handbrake on. Clearly the handbrake felt like it wasn't its job to stop. Oh, right, the handbrake never bloody applied. Okay, that makes sense. Have fun with that 97% damaged car, because when I clicked the handbrake, it didn't actually render that I clicked the handbrake button.
Yeah, there's worse things. Like forgetting about the time penalty on the express cars.
Oh yeah, that one's fully on you, and then whatever the hell happened that made it bug out 15 times in a second. I think the cars were still moving when the thing went through, and then it's just like cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Or potentially the driver's fault with the teleporting could have made it think that it went in several times. I don't know. I don't play with cross-traffic, so I never really care about the interchange.
I am gonna look at the footage, and if something, like, actually bugged out, then I will correct it, but that's not a right now problem. Because I feel like $10,000 is a hefty fine. Well, I guess it's more like 5.
It's only negative. It's only 5.
It was
but
more
then
like
again,
6,
that's yeah, that's not considering the cars that were actually.
Yeah, so I'll take a look at that, but like it should be, if it's like 250, if it was like roughly $250 per car and there was like 8 cars, it should only be $2,000.
I mean, you're only gonna lose like 1,600 on that train because there's only 6 express freight cars.
How many express cars are sitting in the West Bryson interchange?
I don't know. I haven't counted. I'll go count now while I've still... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That definitely doesn't math.
Right.
Unless the cross traffic was also negative, but they only say completed.
The cross traffic
They will
should
say-
not go negative.
Yeah, no, like I can't tell you the cross traffic values because they're all saying completed now. But the 7 express freight cars are completed, and they would have been negative, like
Right.
280 apiece.
Well, let's see what these
Which
Silva
definitely
cars are
doesn't math
worth.
up.
It should be a little bit less than these Silva cars.
Oh, for God's sake!
348. It was like 2 something. Like I said, I'll look at the footage.
All I can tell you now is that on your finances tab it says negative 5,000
Yeah,
for the
I don't think
delivery
it
of
was
the
supposed to be.
interchange. Probably wasn't.
I'm going to be back in 1 minute.
Okay, Bettis.
Just restarting it completely to see whether that fixes it. That's never happened before.
Well, there's the passenger train.
Choo choo, mother twucker. It's just like, hi, I exist too.
You know what would help us get some of that money back?
Yes.
Robinson
That's just
Gap
my answer.
Coal, Tier 3.
Oh boy. Oh, good lord, that is gonna be not my problem to deal with.
We'll get a, the C-55, I think, was the runner-up for the vote on the mainline freight, so we'll probably get a C-55 to stage at Bryson to haul the
Stage
coal
of
cars
Bryson
up.
to do like 2 runs.
Well, it could be used for, like, anything, but... Yeah, we'll stage it in Bryson, and then... Or we'll put the C-55 in Bryson, and then we'll use the C-46 for the pulpwood or something like that.
C-46 could probably do just like general Alaka deliveries. C-55 dealing with Robertson Gap twice over.
Oh, the C-50...
Because
Yeah.
the C-55 will probably have to go up there with a ton of empties in the morning from the Bryson interchange, and then whenever the deliveries come in, it's going to take them up because it'll probably get overweight very quickly. Because on average, you're fighting around a 1.7 from Bryson up to Robertson.
Yeah, we'll
And
see.
you've
We'll try it.
got and you'll have a good lord amount of coal cars, because a normal tier 5 is 1,000 tons a day of cargo going only to Robertson.
Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, we could get a P-40... I mean, not immediately, but I think a P-43 Pacific would be a good express freight locomotive.
Well, yeah, it's got the fast part.
Yeah, and then we could bump the express freight only to, like, the tier 3 or something.
I mean, hell, you've got the interchange for it now, at least.
Yeah, I don't really want to bump cross-traffic up higher because that's going to be car overload. But we could do express freight.
Yeah, I think express freight with bumping up cross freight, probably not. Because that's probably going to cause all sorts of issue. And then you'll probably be like, oh hey, now we need more power for the mainline freight.
Yeah. I will tell you, the Berk is kind of struggling to climb out of Bryson with this 3,300 tons. Doing 10 miles an hour, and about 10 FPS also.
Okay, that's a new dig bug thing.
I don't know, it's the grade from... It's the grade up to Gov Island.
You're fighting a 1 to 2% grade. That's what you're fighting.
Yeah.
I mean, if it comes down to it, add more power. The Berk should not stall, assuming it not got a stupid amount of tonnage. Oh, 3,000 tons. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I said 3,300 tons.
I didn't hear that part. Coal and lumber supply. Isn't the car not empty there? Why do you want another car? Gremlin? Little coal-eating gremlins at Bryson.
Oh, tracks. This is uphill.
Somehow the auto engineer derailed itself.
Yep. Yeah, auto engineer will randomly just rapidly accelerate into a cut of cars, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Uh-huh.
It is definitely a bug.
It's never happened to me.
Nope, the 5 reversed into it.
This
Yeah.
5?
Yep,
The throttle
5
was turned off. I turned the throttle off and applied the brakes before you saved the game.
Apparently, the brakes were not applied.
I knew that it could be a bit of an ass, but I didn't realize it would do that. Because
So
I
it ran
applied the
away?
brakes before the
Rip.
save went off. So it must have saved the inputs right before I turned the brakes on. Oh well, the Bryson shop's used
It's
to
only
it.
92% damage. It's not that bad.
Don't worry, the Bryson shop is used to binned locomotives.
True.
And I wonder where they get that one from.
Alright, it's set back to auto engineer. Things should be fine.
It wouldn't be one of your recordings without a binning. That seems to be a moment. Oh, right, I see what happened. It rolled into the passenger train, that's lovely.
Yes.
It's fine.
Well, you're just now rejoining us because we were having some serious frame rate issues, and I restarted my computer, and it seems like it's more or less resolved for now, knock on wood. And
I give it 5 minutes.
yeah, the Bryson switcher just decided it didn't like the passenger train anymore, and clobbered the rear car.
Don't worry, the Bryson switcher only has 500 tons of weight behind it. Be lucky it wasn't more damage.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oncoming traffic. Number 1. Uh-oh. How did that happen?
Don't bin it.
Pardon?
Don't bin
want
the
me to back up?
train. You should probably
Yeah.
try and, yeah.
You can
that's a
dip
moment,
into the
because
Hemingways.
That's AI based.
Yeah, I'm surprised it went through the signal.
Yeah,
You
it would
can
have
dip
gone through the
through-
signal on a yellow.
That's happened to
Yeah.
me before.
You can dip into the Hemingway pulpwood siding. You should be able to fit there.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Oh my god. This is the greatest chase scene ever. I'm just looking on the map while in Bryson.
Aw, the one just stopped itself.
Aww. It felt like not continuing it. But yeah, it would have gone through the signals. What probably ended up happening is he probably went past the intermediate signal right as the passenger train went through the block signal.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So they probably ended up both having yellows, and then they've ran each other's signals. Because the AI can do split-second things, but if it's right on top of the signal, there's nothing much it can really do.
Definitely didn't have a yellow though.
Well, then something's going on. Oh,
Anyway,
is that train
I've
on
had,
waypoint mode?
which one?
The passenger train.
No, it's on road.
It's on a road. Okay, then that doesn't explain why neither party would have gotten a yellow indicator. Because you should have definitely both gotten yellow indicators.
That would mean. Oh God. Wheel spins
Because
again.
you would have gotten an intermediate signal no matter what, because there was a block because the block in front of you would have been set to yellow. And each switch just outside of Bryson on each end will show yellow, and then the intermediate signal right before will also show yellow.
On yellow, the AE engineer would have slowed down to 25, wouldn't it?
It would have gotten
Briefly.
restricted to 25.
No indication that I remember seeing. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll back up into that siding.
Yeah, well, number one's now on a stop and proceed signal, so he'll be coming.
Number one seems stuck now. Oh no, two.
It's stuck because it had to stop and then it will proceed.
Yeah, signal.
Because it's an intermediate. Yeah.
Mm.
You buffoon. That's what you are. Hey, at least a computer that hasn't been on for 5 days is actually working as intended.
Right?
Yeah,
this
we don't
computer I'm
have 2 frames a second all of a sudden.
This computer I'm playing on never gets shut down.
Might want to occasionally shut it down then.
No, it's Linux. It shouldn't. It's running a hard disk miner. So it's on 24/7.
Okay, well I have no idea about Linux systems, so gobbledygook is all I heard.
I tried running Linux one time. I did a Ubuntu laptop because I had like an old gateway and it was like not performing very well when I was in engineering school. So my friend suggested I try Ubuntu instead of Windows. Mixed results.
Mixed results. It's just like, what do this do? You know?
How long ago was that?
2013.
Oh, good lord, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it's 12 years. Linux has come a long way since then.
I believe it.
Back then, running Windows games on would have been a total no-no. I've installed a few Linux lately, and I generally don't have to fiddle with them at all. Just install them and let them rip.
Nice.
But with the games, it's not always quite that straightforward. Some of the mods, I've had that multi-screen mod in particular that's given me a bit of grief. But apart from that, it runs great. Right, so I'm arriving at that siding now.
Surely you fit.
Yeah, easy. I only got 3 cars. If not, I would have gone back to Hemingway. It's not a problem. There we are. Okay. Lies.
Lies and falsehoods.
Lies. It's not switched against. It's just right.
Because I told it to stop and go forward. So it's actually changed reverse direction and told it to stop. So the reason it stopped is not the switch. The reason it stopped is because I clicked on 0. But it tells you that it's a switch anyway. It's a bit weird. It's been doing that
because
for a long time.
it would have run into a failsafe if you did that, and you just flick the switch in front of it. It'll go static for a second to just stop on the spot.
Yeah, I know. I've seen that happen. That's weird.
It happens in the stable build if you cut out the air, because it's a failsafe that they actually built in to prevent the AI from doing drastic things. Because if it's coming down red marble and it's unable to slow down, then if it hits like a switch that's reversed or a signal that says stop, it'll just go static because they don't want you binning half of your fleet and taking stuff out of action for several days because you 0%ed half of the train.
Yeah. Probably different than Derail Valley.
Derail Valley doesn't have AI in the first place.
No, but it's if you get
its
into a situation-
game engine is also designed for derails, so it's definitely the opposite.
Yeah, and
This game is designed for railroad operations, not derail physics.
Yep. Bye.
Which is also why the cars are kind of locked to the track, because they don't have an actual re-rail system implemented.
Is anything else coming up that track?
No.
Is there anything else?
You
No?
could.
Cool.
You could.
Then
Unless I decide I want to go careening up there at 40 miles an hour.
Okay.
Looking at the number 7's train, and it's making me scared for when I have to go to silver.
It says you
Yeah, have
just
fun with that one,
disconnected.
bud.
Yeah, just got DC'd. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, things are having a hissy fit because game is as optimized as can be for the time being, and I think I'm about to go bye-bye. Switches aren't flicking.
Yep, there you go.
4001. There it is.
Welcome back. I got my map back too.
Oh, nice! Your map has come back from the void.
Yep, I had to restart the game completely, not just go back to the menu.
Oh, yeah. I assumed
Yeah.
you had been restarting the game
I
completely.
thought you verified the files when I said you might need to verify the files.
No, nothing. Just the first time I just went back to the main menu. That didn't help. And then
Yeah, no, because it wouldn't refresh the code if the code fucked up.
so everything's good at my end, apart from the odd wheel spin.
Yeah, the occasional you have more frame rate than the host, so everything goes to shit.
Okay, we're gonna see if the Berk can take nearly 4,000 tons up to Silva.
Oh, delicious.
I believe. Faith.
Might do it.
What was that?
It might do it. Don't know what the pulling power is. So,
Depends how much speed
Actually,
we can get.
I can quickly pull up a chart that tells exactly what it can do.
okay.
Give me 1 second. Let's... Come on. I need graphics to be able to see the image. Oh yeah,
Recording
have
Let's
fun.
go.
Have fun. The average grade to just Dillsborough alone is 1 to 1.5. At 1%, the Berkshire has the ability to hold 2,200 tons without stalling. So have fun. Yeah, you're not getting to silver with just the Berk. You might need a bit of a hand.
Hmm. I thought it might be.
Alright, shenanigans are almost upon us.
Mmm. Delicious. Shenanigan.
Enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I'm sitting here with like popcorn virtually right now, watching this end.
Same.
Alright, the 7's set to manual and full speed.
Where is the 7? I'm up on a hill trying to spot the 7. Oh, I see the smoke.
Right behind it. Just stop. Ooh, it's glitching.
Oh yeah, by the way, the 5 is moving on waypoint, so have fun figuring out where that thing's heading. Because I'm watching how well this is going to end.
Maybe I should go and watch the 5 instead.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, Matty Don's moving. Oh, I just hear the Berk in the distance chugging. Oh, now that's beautiful. Looking at that. Let's go on into the screenshot library. It's going just as fast as me. Hey, I'm in the boiler. Hell yeah. Oh my god, this thing is coming to get you. Coming to get you. Oh,
Got it.
Jesus
Got
Christ.
it.
It's passing right through.
Jesus
Oh, dear.
Christ! I just got flung from the footplate right into the tender of the mastodon.
Did you see what I just
Only
saw?
86% damage to the mastodon tender, it's fine.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
but
no longer on the
locomotive,
train anymore.
the locomotive embedded itself in the tender. It was right up to the cab of the lead.
Yeah, when connecting locomotives at high speed, they sometimes do freak out for a split second, but don't worry. I only felt that one.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I'm getting run over by the entire train now. Oh, and now I'm in the Berk's cab. What the hell? This game is not liking me doing shenanigans. Okay, I'm on the Berk now. Hell yeah, I made it on the Mastodon. Oh, I'm in the tempo. Oh. Perfect. Oh, no way I got that spot on.
Okay, we're down to 25 miles an hour.
Hell yeah, I got the number 5 spot on for the coal loader. Now time to completely drown the steam dome. Oh my god, I'm still in the mess.
22.
Well, you looks like you made it past the worst of it, so it should flatten out and start heading down from now.
Well, it won't. Really, the train is still on the worst of it.
Yeah, the train is definitely still on the worst of it.
Yeah.
That corner is a nightmare. Most stalls on this area of the line happen on that corner. I can definitely not see where we're going. Oh, that's a tunnel. I'm fine. I managed to sneak into the Mastodon's tenor after getting completely slapped in the head by a tunnel. Oh! I'm going to space. Okay then, don't stand in tunnels with your character on the locomotives. You go flying into the abyss.
That's hilarious.
I just got flung past Cowie. Well then. Haven't seen that one happen before. Okay. They've got to really fix that. Because I can... Oh, and I'm in the Mastodon, and I'm in the Berk. And now I'm somewhere else in the Berk. Where am I? Oh god. Oh, there I am. Anyways. Yeah, you definitely got to include the part where I randomly just take off from inside the tunnel. Because it's a very rare but funny bug when it happens.
I didn't actually see it happen, though.
But I did. I seen it happen because I was in first person.
I'm
Right after
recording
getting slapped by a tunnel, I got flung into the abyss.
I'm recording a short for a preview.
Yummy.
Bam. Excellent.
Yes, the perfect preview, me standing on top of the locomotive. Surfing
Oh,
it.
you weren't there. You weren't there when it passed where my camera was. So.
Oh yeah, no, I got. If you did it right after the tunnel, that was when I got sent to the abyss when you started doing the preview.
It was
If you're lucky, you'll
crossing the trestle.
If you're lucky, you'll see me just take off and fly past the camera.
I mean, we're obviously accelerating now. We've made it. We're up to 33
yeah,
miles
yeah,
an hour.
no.
But I think we're just gonna keep the doubleheader all the way to Silva.
Yeah.
Might as well keep the
I mean,
speed.
I mean, there's nothing here to pick up anyways. It's all other way.
Yeah, like the 6 is just gonna have to run to Silva anyhow. So.
Might as well flog it up the hill while you've got the power.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm going back to the number 5 and undrowning at Steam Dome. Because to refuel the number 5, you have to drown it by the Steam Dome.
Yes.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to teleport my character off of the Mastodon. So I gotta rotate the turntable. It's so sad. Oh, game froze.
Oh god, that's
I might get
diverging.
the-
Oh, we're doing
Oh.
35 through the diverging. Okay.
Uh-oh.
We're okay.
Damn
We're
it,
okay.
I missed the best part.
We're okay. We're okay.
I missed the best part of that experience, where you almost derailed again.
We're good. We're fine.
Why is it that I missed the good parts?
Which means the passenger... Yep, the Silva station's still lined for the passenger train.
And I would have thought that would have been the first thing you checked. Is it lined for disaster? Apparently, yes.
Again, are you new here?
No, I'm not. I know you've been a locomotive just about every single episode.
It's actually been a minute since we've had been in an episode.
It's been like 2 episodes. Because you recorded them so far apart.
Between the Berk and the Mastodon, we barely have the same number of wheels that a big boy has.
Oh my god, it's the big boy with an extra step.
Yeah, it's the big boy with an extra truck in the middle. It's a
Extra
4.8.
truck and firebox.
Yeah, not counting the tender or the 6. We have a 48284.
48284. Why does that actually sound good?
A 48284 is probably the next thing that Pennsylvania would have come up with if they were allowed to keep making locomotives.
This is a 4802824. 480284.
Yeah, but if it was all connected, like permanently.
If it was all connected, it would be 48284. Yeah. Just gotta get rid of the extra tender.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I was wondering if you did that on purpose or not.
What did he do?
The
It
moment I
disconnected.
teleported too.
Oh.
Oh right, I disconnected as I teleported my character. That makes a lot of sense. I am in Hoppica. Shadow, stop teleporting your train. I am in the cab of the Berk now, god damn it. Oh, there I go.
Alright, are you guys ready to lose all of our money?
Yep.
Gosh dang it.
Why do we have so many milk cars?
Oh god, I have to slow way down
Goddamn.
because I forgot the Berk can't go into this yard like faster than 5 miles an hour or it derails.
Oh my god, no way the Berk derails if you go too fast in the yard.
It does, yeah. In the
Damn.
Cater's solo yard, yeah.
That's annoying. Now let me up.
It's because it's like a 17-degree radius. But hey, maybe it won't derail because we have a bunch more leading wheel sets now.
Yeah, it should actually go in pretty well now because you actually have a locomotive in front to guide it. If anything, the front locomotive is more at risk of derailing.
We'll try
Yay,
10
I'm
and
back
see what
on the
happens.
locomotive. You know, this game is really easy to play like Derail Valley.
Yeah.
Just control T along the ground really quickly.
Ding, 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 ding. Stand on. I was thinking you meant stand on the cab of the locomotive and control it with the sliders.
Oh yeah, no, that too. Granted, in Derail Valley, you can just stand on a locomotive and use the cab hotkeys,
Yeah.
and it'll work while you're standing on it. It's the funny part about it. They don't actually care if you're in the cab as long as you're standing on the cab portion of the locomotive.
Of course, now my dog is choosing this moment to beg to go outside.
Go outside.
You gotta let me park the train first, Pepper. I need to see how much money we're going to lose.
You might actually make equal. You might actually make an equal amount. Just because there's a lot of silver-bound cargo on this train.
What the shenanigans, and then once you're all parked up, I'm gonna go get some food and then come back.
Okay, yeah, that'll work out because once I park this, I'm gonna take my dog outside and come back, so.
Cool.
You know, I can barely see the end of the train from standing up here. I'm about to disconnect again, ain't I? Nope, I teleported.
Nope, you disconnected.
Oh, well, that's lovely. I love that. Game is having a very big moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my tin. I'm trying to get my tin down to the water spout, and I can't. Because by the time the game catches up, my locomotive is 3 legs ahead. And then it sits there with the wheels going around and around.
Well, we could restart the game, and while I'm like taking my dog outside, I could restart my router and see if that helps if you guys want.
Why not? Yeah. I mean, I'm basically
Yeah, that could
finishing by-
potentially help, but I wouldn't gun on it. Okay, well now I'm in the Berk. Forward ho!
What'd you call me?
That's not what I meant.
I know.
God damn you. Oh man, that's gonna be fun. There's so many PW1 and 2 cars that are just randomly inputted in this train. Man, it's gonna be fun whoever has to dig this out, because it's not gonna be me. Oh my god, I see the express freight cars emerging from the hill. The whole negative like $2,000 that
At least.
that
What's
comes
it up?
with.
Let's see what it's at now.
Oh, does that actively go down?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's $524 a car.
Crap.
No money after this.
That's definitely like $5,000.
3,500-ish. 4,000, yeah.
$3,110 so far. Quick, get that shit in the interchange. Just stop it when they're all in the interchange so it stops going down.
Yeah, they're all there.
Now then
Oh,
I
they're
have to
rolling
start
there
rolling
quickly.
again.
Aw. Means you lose more money. It's already gone up $1.
That's fine. We're almost there.
The dependent sound of it doesn't matter, we're already losing money.
Yeah, that you can stop it from losing more money because it's going up every like 10 seconds.
Oh god. We're almost there. Swap like 2 more.
Oh, damn it. You've got to be kidding me.
That's fine.
Ouch.
Oh, right, I haven't even caught up to the part where they've been delivered yet.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
god.
It's why is it repeating? Why is it repeating?
Oh, okay, it's
Stop
a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug, it's a bug. Sandbox, delete it. They're bugging out.
I know they
I'm
are.
watching it right now. The status is completing and then it's reverting immediately. You gotta quickly delete them.
But it's the total doesn't seem to be changing.
It did.
Did it?
We just lost $8,000.
Okay.
Yeah, because it repeated those deliveries multiple times. And I just died again.
Lovely.
I need to do some sandbox adding of money.
Yeah,
Give
I'm
like
gonna
10
double
grand.
check. I'm gonna double check what the intent before I change anything. I'm gonna double check what the intention of the mod is, because I know there's supposed to be like big bonuses and big penalties. So maybe it's purposefully coded to like run the transaction multiple times.
If it is, good lord, why wouldn't you just add it into the one amount?
Yeah.
Because that
Oh, look, it's doing it again. Okay, no, that's a
It's
bug.
still doing it. Yeah,
That's a
no,
bug.
it's
That's
very
because-
much a bug. You should have lost 3,174.
Yeah, that's because I'm guessing it's because it was attached to a consist with undelivered cars. So every time the delivery thing is run while those cars are in the consist, it's doing this.
It's still going. Good lord.
Yeah, okay, I'm definitely 100% calling that a bug. So, guys, we will
Lego,
be...
get over here.
Yeah, we will be back. Oh my god, it's still going. We will be back when the interchange flips over and we have something more to do, so see you in a little bit. Alright guys, welcome back. We have cycled the interchange, and we do have our maintenance of way consist here ready to go with a couple of revenue cars. Mostly it's the maintenance cars though. It seems like I was mistaken in how the mod works. We only have an MOW car for the modded construction site. We did not get one for Alarka Junction, and it's not at the Bryson interchange either. So yeah, not sure what that's about. And because this mod is based on GitHub, there's not just like a description you can read. Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is intended or if I messed something up or what, but we don't have an MOW car or an MOW crew car for our Alarka Junction site. But the 7's pulling out of Silva, so you'll have some room here.
Thank you. There's some wood on here. There's some locust pin wagons in amongst all this stuff.
Yeah, that's going to be your responsibility also. That locomotive does, the 6 does Silva and Dills.
Okay, then I'll just run this over the hump.
If you look at our money, you can see I adjusted it after what we are 80% sure is a glitch. If we look at finances, you can see we had over minus $20,000 here just from the Silva interchange, and then we had another minus $6,000 from the Bryson Central interchange. And we figured that with everything, a $6,000 penalty was fair, so we just gave ourselves back $20,000. So we still got a hefty penalty. I am going to double check to see if that's the intended behavior of the mod or not, but I'm suspecting that was a glitch with how severe that was.
Especially since some of these cars got multiple charges.
Right.
That can only be an error.
Alright guys, here we are up at Alarka Junction. We've gone ahead and we are delivering our maintenance of way cars for the junction. And sadly, no MOW workman car. It must only apply to T-Cave's own construction projects. which makes me double sad that I accidentally skipped through 2 of them. But we'll go ahead and we'll get these shoved in, and then we'll jump down to Bryson and see how things are going down there. And then we will go ahead and wrap up the video. You guys didn't miss anything exciting. I basically just ran the interchange, and then I ran these cars up here. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Alright, there's the Alarka Junction site cars done. And I'm gonna actually leave the 7 up here because... Well, actually, no, I'm not. It's gonna take longer to unload these cars than I originally thought, because it's already 3:30 in the afternoon in-game. I was hoping we could leave the Y cleared for the passenger train in the morning, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. And here's the construction site for the Cotton Works Company. It looks like Bjorv was right, and it like completely blocks access to the interchange, which is kind of wild when you think about it. Suppose if it's still being worked on in the morning, we're just going to have to pull it back out of the way so we can do our work and then push it forward when we're done. As a little extra challenge, I guess. In the meantime, we're going to keep grinding things out. We're going to try to get that Alarka Junction finished, I think. And then, or the Alarka branch finished, rather. And then we also want to get the S51 and a P43. We're thinking about using the P43 as an express freight locomotive. And then the S51, of course, to go down to Silva and Dillsborough. But that's all for another episode, and until then guys, I'm a Shadowbox, and you have a good one.